Okay, welcome. Today's video is all about how to get from the complete growth system and how to implement it into your business as a martial arts school owner, but also able to identify where you're at and where your biggest constraints are. Okay, so it's important to understand first that no matter what stage you're at, whether you're stuck at 50 members, 100 members, or even 200 members, right? You can't grow unless you figure out what the constraint is. Okay. And I had a client check-in meeting this morning, and that's what prompted me to film this video for everyone, okay? To share a bit of value because it immensely helped my client out, okay? And this video is going to be able to change everything for you. So I'm going to show you the exact system that we have used to help over 10 plus schools scale beyond 500 members, okay? This system isn't just for people starting out. It isn't just for people at 150 members. This is the system used by the leading martial arts schools around the world, okay? And it's why most martial arts school owners are stuck in what I call the 3 levels trap, okay? And here's the thing that nobody's going to tell you. Nobody's going to tell you this. Scaling a martial art gym isn't about working harder. It's about understanding what level you're at, okay? What level are you at? Level 1, level 2, level 3, and being able to master and understand the problems and constraints that need to be fixed to get to the next stage. Because the problem is with most martial arts school owners, okay, having worked with hundreds plus, working alongside the top business coaches around the world for martial art gyms, having trained in the gyms, having been in the facilities and everything, I understand how this stuff works. I understand the front end, I understand the back end, I understand the operations, the marketing. Having the holistic understanding, right, the problem with most owners, right, is that they're using level 1 strategies when they're already at level 2. Or they're trying level 3 strategies when they haven't even mastered level 1, okay? But don't worry. Like I said, this video is going to be filled with value, okay? We've got lots of things in here that we're going to run through, okay? So let's get into it. It's first important that we talk about the 3 frameworks, and it's going to kind of put this video all together, okay? So level 1 is what I like to call, if you're stuck between 0 to 100, 150 members, okay? You're in what I call the hustle phase, okay? And this is what you need to understand. At this level, your biggest constraint isn't marketing, it's consistency, okay? Most gym owners kind of are at level 1 and they're doing everything themselves. They're cleaning the bathrooms, they're teaching the classes, they're running their own ads, they're managing their social media, they're doing the front desk, they're trying to do their own marketing, okay? And they're wondering why they can't scale past 50, 60 members. You know what the answer is? And this is a universal thing in business, something that we've had to learn scaling our business up. You can't scale yourself, okay? As much as I'm sure we would all love multiple versions of ourselves, right? It's not possible. So what you need at level 1 is a simple, consistent lead generation system, okay? You need a proven trial to member conversion process. You need to get the basic systems and standard operating procedures in place so that you have the ability to do the things that are going to drive the needle forward in the business, okay? The goal at level 1 isn't to build a massive operation. It's to validate your offer, prove it works, and get predictable cash flow coming in. Because your biggest constraint is client acquisition and yourself, okay? Then that's where we go to level 2. So once you kind of hit around 150 members, 100 members, things start to change, all right? And this is where you need systems, okay? You can't grunt yourself to 200, 300, 400 members. Yes, we have clients that have done it, okay? But if you want to be efficient and you still want to live your life and things like that, you need systems in place. You need staff, you need trainers, you need instructors, okay? So this is where you're going to be hiring at the minimum, if not earlier, right? Your first instructors. You're going to be documenting the processes. You're going to have a marketing system that runs without you, okay? You shouldn't still be calling leads yourself. You still shouldn't be in Facebook Ads Manager doing the edits. You still shouldn't be doing all the photos and edits and Photoshop and Canva. That you shouldn't be doing that, okay? Your time is more valuable than that, okay? That's something that needs to be outsourced at level 2. And the thing is, most gym owners get stuck at level 2 because they refuse to let go because of their ego, okay? And I get it. In martial arts, everyone's got an ego, right? You need an ego, okay? Don't get me wrong. They think that nobody can do it as good as me, okay? And you know what? You're right. But sometimes good enough can be done by somebody else is better than perfect done by you. And that allows you to scale, okay? And this is where your biggest problem is going to be letting go of your ego, making sure that client acquisition is dialed in, making sure that when churn starts to really creep in, because at around this member mark, if you're churning 10%, that's 25 members a month, okay? Versus 100 members, it's only 10, okay? And the goal at level 2 is to remove yourself from the day-to-day operations, I would say. And so you can focus on the growth, okay? Now, level 3 is anywhere from 250 to 500 plus members, right? Level 3 is when I like to say the martial art business is becoming a business. You know what I mean? It's like you're no longer an instructor with a side hustle, you're a business owner. And you need to start thinking like a business owner. Okay, at this level, your constraint is no longer capacity, it's about optimization. It's about, at each new level, there's a new devil. It's about finding that system, fixing the constraint as you go, okay? This is where, and you may at level 3 be wanting more locations, franchising. This is where you have a bit more advanced marketing systems. You've got financial management. Your biggest problem here is still going to be churn. Have you got good retention? Scaling, as well as hiring staff, okay? And that's the biggest thing that is overlooked by a lot of martial arts school owners, okay? Having worked with 100 plus, I know that our top clients, I've asked all of them, okay? And that's what's helped put together these resources. One of their biggest issues is hiring talented staff, okay? So the goal at level 3 is to build a business that runs without you, generate significant profit, and I mean, really from there, rinse and repeat successful actions, okay? So this is a question that I put back to you. Which level are you currently at, okay? And more importantly, what strategies are you currently using given your level, okay? The first step in problem awareness is being aware of the problem, all right? Ironic, right? Are you aware of what level you're at and what solutions are needed, okay? And this is what we come into the next part of leveraging mechanisms and understand solving the gap, okay? So if I show you this abstract model here, we always have an initial situation, okay? An initial problem, an initial current situation, whatever you want to call it. And there's different obstacles and problems in the way to get us to our desired situation. And this is what I call the gap, okay? It's like a bridge, all right? And if you've watched any of our other videos, you really understand and hopefully understand and drive this notion home, okay? To be at a level 1 gym, where you're at 50, 100 so members, to get to 500 plus members, you need to solve the gap, okay? So what are the problems or what are the obstacles in the way, okay? Product market fit, okay? Have you got a good offer? Have you got good pricing? Is your offer validated with the market, okay? I see people out here, and it is ridiculous, running the most stupid offers, wondering why people aren't showing up, okay? Run offers that are proven and validated, okay? One offer that you can't beat, I'm going to give you the free value here, is a one-time free trial class. Like, it's basic, it's low friction, gets people through, okay? If you don't have an offer, use an offer like that, okay? Then, the next point is lead generation, right? Okay? How do you generate attention, educate attention, own the attention, okay? Stay in the prospect's mind, all right? How do you scale the acquisition systems? Are you using a combination of paid and organic, okay? Then you've got lead nurturing. How do we convert attentions to bookings? Nurture the leads into bookings. Get leads to show for the class and intro offer, okay? Are we tracking data? Biggest thing that's going to stop you from getting to 500 plus members is not having your data tracked, okay? It's the boring stuff that works, and that's why oftentimes people don't scale, don't get to the points that they want to, because they don't do the things that are going to allow them to get there, the boring stuff, right? The magic is in the work that you're avoiding, okay? And it's a quote that I really like, because I'm the same. I don't like tracking numbers, okay? I don't like doing a lot of this stuff, but it's what's required to scale a business, okay? Then sales. How are we handling objections? Do we have a sales framework? What is the process from reception to the end, okay? Again, big one, tracking numbers, member satisfaction, testimonials, referrals, Google reviews, you name it. And then of course, as we kind of get down here, we're like, how do we increase class sizes? Okay, hiring new staff, scaling staff, billing members, legal, admin, upgrading facilities, franchises, new locations, curriculum, okay? It all adds up here, okay? So you can see that there is a lot of things that go into scaling a gym, okay? And you can think about this the same way, for example, for becoming a happy member, all right? It's like the current situation's here is an unhappy lead. They're unhappy about their situation, okay? They're aware of their current situation. They decide to take a change via submitting their info in one of the ads. They inquire, they reach out for support, they do the class, they become a member, long-lasting member, happy, okay? It's the same process. If you can identify what the current situation is, what is the gap and the obstacles and problems in the way to get to becoming in the desired situation, okay? I've given you illustrated two examples here with the abstract model that we built, okay? That is how you grow your gym. That is how you grow your martial arts school. We plug this entire system completely done for you into our clients' gyms. And that's why, right? That's why our clients get the best results, okay? It's why we see results like this, okay? It's why Josh here has added 22 members in the first 3 weeks. It's why 20 members were added in the first 3 weeks, again, for Marco here. It's why Point Break Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu quit his job. It's why all of these gyms here are getting insane results, okay? How else do you add 192 trials into your martial arts school? How do you hit over 1,000 members? 1,000 in a single location, okay? Myself here, Hugo, Paul, our client, over 1,000 members. You know why? Because he has mastered this process, okay? He's mastered the process of identifying what the current situation is, the obstacles in the way, and the desired situation, okay? And that is how you grow your gym, all right? It's so simple. Now, there are different, obviously, well, Sam, how do you run ads and things like that, okay? There is minor details within these kind of categories, right, that you need to master, okay? Now, for example, product market fit. Watch the videos that we've released on how to identify niche and pricing and offer, okay? Lead generation. Hire a marketing agency that deliver results, okay? They will take care, again, a good marketing agency like ourselves will take care of this entire process for you, okay? Then all you've got to do is deliver good classes, which I know you do. If you're watching this video and you're this far in, I know for a fact that you deliver good classes because you care, okay? Because you care. That's what distinguishes a level 1 gym to a level 3 gym, okay? So I hope this video has been valuable. I hope you've taken away some insights of being able to identify what a level 1 gym is and what the kind of key success factors are to scaling your gym from a level 1, a level 0 to the end. So, and I think it's so important. Like you say, this isn't just theory, okay? This works time and time again. Like 100 plus clients have utilized this system. And this is the exact system that we're using with our current clients today. It's the exact system that we use in our own business to scale, right? Schools like Paul with Kendo Martial Arts went from 800 to 1,000 plus members within 90 days using this system, okay? Gracie Elite, they get 10 to 15 new members a week, a month. Like, it works, but you've got to implement it. You've got to be aware. So here's what I want you to do right now, okay? There's 3 steps. I want you to identify first what level you're at. Are you a level 1 gym, level 2, level 3? Okay? Comment below on this video, and I'll personally respond with the number 1 thing that you should be focusing on, okay? Second action item. If you want our help installing this system into your gym, okay, the member magnet system that gets minimum 20 to 30 extra new members a month, drop a message below and I'll show you exactly the layout of how it all works, okay? Don't worry, no pressure. We only work with people that we think and know we're actually going to get results, right? Because we have a money back guarantee. All right. Third thing, subscribe, drop a follow, whatever it may be. We are releasing new videos like this weekly. Okay. I want to see you grow your martial arts school. And to be completely transparent with you, the reason that I want to see you grow is because I know that if I provide exceptional value and you get your gym to a point that you can work with us, we're then going to scale you beyond that, okay? I know that if you can afford our services and you come on board, you're going to be like Paul here, okay? Stuck around 800 members in a single location, yet still came on board, gave back his time and allowed him to have that freedom. Similar to here to every single person on this screen and more, okay? That's my selfish thing here. All right, get after it, comment below.